A block kept on a rough inclined plane as shown in the figure remains at rest up to a maximum force 2 newtons down the inclined plane. The maximum external force up the inclined plane that does not move the block is 10 newtons. The coefficient of static friction between the block and the plane is. Now in the first case, 2 Newton of force is acting on the block down the inclined plane. Due to this, the friction will act up the inclined plane. The other forces acting on block are mg and normal. So taking the components of mg, the component along the inclined plane will be mg sine 30, where this angle is given to be 30 degrees. So the component along the inclined plane is mg sine 30, which is mg by 2, and the component of mg perpendicular to the inclined plane will be mg cos 30, that is mg root 3 by 2. So balancing the forces perpendicular to the inclined plane, we get normal equals to mg root 3 by 2. Now the maximum static friction which can act is mu n, where mu is the coefficient of static friction. Now balancing the force along the inclined plane, we get F equals to 2 plus mg by 2. Putting the value of F, which is mu n, equals to 2 plus mg by 2. Now normal equals to mg root 3 by 2. So mu into mg root 3 by 2 equals to 2 plus mg by 2. Therefore, mu mg root 3 equals to 4 plus mg. So mg into under root 3 mu minus 1 equals to 4. This is our first equation. Now in the second case, 10 Newton of force is applied up the inclined plane. Due to this, the friction will act down the inclined plane. The other forces acting on the block are mg and normal. So the components of mg along the inclined plane will be mg sine 30, where this angle is 30 degree. So mg sine 30 is mg by 2, and the component of mg perpendicular to the inclined plane will be mg cos 30, that is mg root 3 by 2. Now again balancing the forces perpendicular to the inclined plane, we get normal equals to mg root 3 by 2. The maximum static friction which can act is mu n, that is mu mg root 3 by 2. Now balancing the forces along the inclined plane, we get F plus mg by 2 equals to 10. This gives mg into mu root 3 by 2 plus half equals to 10. So mg into root 3 mu plus 1 equals to 20. This is our second equation. Dividing equation 1 by equation 2, we get root 3 mu minus 1 upon root 3 mu plus 1 equals to 4 by 20. Applying componendo dividendo, we get root 3 mu upon minus 1 equals to 4 plus 20 upon 4 minus 20, which is 24 upon minus 16. Therefore, mu equals to 24 upon 16 root 3, that is 3 upon 2 root 3. which is root 3 by 2. Therefore, mu equals to root 3 by 2. So the answer is option A.